Hey, family, welcome back. Great evening today with the OP360. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a wonderful one. And of course, I think we all had fun. We had good times. And I believe that everybody should be on fire now. However, we are just going to continue with the topic as planned because, after all, it's just kind of piggybacking on what the OP360 was saying. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hello, Andy.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. It was happy Monday. We did Tuesday and now it's Wednesday. Perfect. How is everybody?
Collins, welcome Wednesday.
Hello, lovely Wednesday. Hope we are all fired up, after the update from our CEO, Mr. Ashmo Farah on Mino's show. So we're all fired up and we're glad to be here.
A lot. And the evening too was really good. I just like the delegation that was out there today talking to us. It was really a powerful one, guys. So let's have a quick look at this, and we need to be really ready because before you know it, we're done. These guys, they are just they're going to be really quick tonight. So let's just look at what is happening in the next 2 weeks, or what is it all about the month of August. I just want to leave it up on Andy. Let's just say something. Let's discuss what people are saying. A lot of stuff. People are having expectations and stuff.
Well, I don't like using the word hope. The expectation is that within the next 2 weeks we could be live. But this is the perfect time to make sure your planning is done. Okay, Ash mentioned this on Minu's webinar the other night. If you don't plan properly, you plan to fail. So it is worthwhile making sure that you have a business plan. You have a set way forward that you want to move forward with. If you've got that and it's clear and concise, then you follow it to the letter of the law. It's perfect. You can't fail.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think we should start with.
All right, Collins, I hear from you too.
Yeah, so Andy, you rightly said it all. Planning is the key.
Yes.
Mr. Ashford says something about, I was discussing this with Oliver today and Vincent. The way you treat your business, that's how your business will treat you. If you treat your business with disrespect, your business will treat you as well with disrespect. The coding and what is running behind ONPASSIVE doesn't look at your skin color, tall, short. It looks at the way you interact with machine and the way you interact. He said you cannot run a multi-billion-dollar company on a smartphone. Mr. Brown was very clear about it, and I love it. The way you treat your business, that's how your business will treat you. The way people will see, for instance, if I come to somebody, I'm an affiliate and a founder of ONPASSIVE with a smartphone, well, what do they think about me? You are not serious. But when they come, I have, a proper laptop, and I'm talking about them, or a little office I've created in my own little confined environment. That is how they will see you. The way they see you, people relate with you the way they see you. So treat your business with respect, and your business will treat you with respect. You treat it with love, your business will treat you with love. Your understanding will get you up where you want to be. Mr. Andrew have given us all the tools, but it's up to us now to grab it and treat it the way you run a business. It's like you go for an interview. I know I'm talking about UK. I don't know about that country. You don't dress smart. They want everybody to dress with suit. You don't wear your suit smart. You come in. Honestly, regardless of what you say, your first impression I've already judged, you put you 0. The moment you leave that place, they said you are not serious. He's not a serious guy. Regardless of if you come in after the interview, they tell you, no, don't worry, you can dress shabbily. But the first impression of your business count. That is what we have to do with ONPASSIVE. Treat ONPASSIVE as a business. Be ready, be prepared for it, because ONPASSIVE is getting ready. How we want to hold it, that's how ONPASSIVE will treat us. So, Comfort, I will leave it up to you now to take it.
Exactly. I know earlier on today, like a couple of days ago, Charles was saying that, I think he was quoting Ash, that if you treat your business as a part-time, you'll have part-time income. And of course, on the other hand, if you treat it as a full-time business, you would have full-time income. I think that both of you listening, after listening, you are all about, Andy, I'm working hard to do this. Both of you apparently seem to be about proper prior planning prevents poor performance. So I've said it right. So now this is what I want us to do really quick. I know Collins has mentioned a few stuff going back to our get good gadgets, get good, feel like you have a business here. Let's just delve a bit again into more about preparedness. How else? We've said everything. If it means repeating, if it means us repeating a million times for someone, just one person to get it, let's go over it again. How do we prepare, guys? Let's get prepared. How? Peter Roger, you say be prepared. Yes. How? Let's just discuss this, please, Andy.
Okay. I've been saying this for a long time now, but lists. We're all about sharing this business. It's not about recruiting. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. And we don't really need to sell anything, because at the end of the day, the videos have been, done for us. But it doesn't hurt to speak to people. So what I do is I create lists.
Mm-hmm.
So make it simple. Create a list of everyone you know. Absolutely everyone you know. And next to their name, you can put businessman, owns his own business, or employee, works for such and such a company, or has children at home, or has children at school, or has children at university, owns this shop, works here, works for the NHS. You make notes on all of these people so that you can then utilize them or break them down into categories. Now, what do I mean by categories? Okay, there's a lot of people, for instance, that have children. So ONET. ONET is a safe, secure environment for kids. You can't groom children, you can't cyberbully, and you can't have a fake account. So you can set up an account for your kids to be able to use and speak to their friends. Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right, email system. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got a Hotmail address, a Yahoo address, and I don't know how many Gmail addresses. And there is a limitation as to what I can hold in these. So, again, what I do is go through the list and say, okay, these guys must use their email. Wouldn't it be easy to be able to do a video email? Right, okay, I can write to these people. When we've gone live with OConnect, I can write to these people, send them an email. So every single person in my inbox, in my contact list, in my spam folder, I will be able to send an email to saying, thanks ever so much for your email, or I have moved across to a new system. It's brilliant. I love it. And the reason I love it is because of this. If you want to take a look, no worries if you don't, but if you want to take a look, here's a link for you to take a look and you can see for yourself, and leave it at that. Mm-hmm. Now, we have within OMail a follow-up system, as you well know, because Collins and I harp on about this and he's good with that. But initially, this has got to come from your existing email address. So if you've got your contacts on Gmail, you send it via Gmail and you give them your OMail email address. It's all about lists. This is proper prior planning. So you don't necessarily need the equipment day one, because a lot of people aren't going to be able to afford it. I get that. So pen and paper, write a list, and be able to put in notes on your phone, an email that you want to send to the various groups. Then all you do is copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Nice and simple. Once we've gone global. So proper prior planning. I can't emphasize this enough. If you've got a list of 1,000 people, you've got 1,000 potential customers. And if only 10% of those take it up, that's 100 customers more than you had yesterday. Mm-hmm. Then if they like it, they start talking to their friends. this grows. And when it goes viral, guys, the world's your oyster. So proper prior planning.
Yes, yes. So, guys, listen. We still take a disclaimer here. Why Andy says this? If you've been listening to Andy, this should be the millionth time he is saying this here. And why he's saying this, it doesn't cancel the fact that if you don't do anything, you're not making it with ONPASSIVE. Andy's question is always like, how soon do you want to have that freedom, like hands-free 100%? If you would like to go a bit faster than other people, you can go ahead and do what Andy is doing. Highly recommended. Andy, I've gone a step further. These days, I communicate with people per email, and it's working perfectly well. So it's a matter of choice. I like something that I was watching the Wake Up Show. These two ladies, Mamata and the other lady in India. Mamata was closing our show on the note that ONPASSIVE is a sharing business and not a convincing business. Just to add to what I'm saying about Andy, that is Andy's proposal. That's what he wants to do, because he's so in a rush to just be 100% free really quick, and so he does that. However, if you are sharing and somebody is not happy, they don't want to listen to it, do not convince. Collins, would you share that too? Because we, as much as we are, do you share with this opinion too?
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Comfort. You know, I 100% agree with Andy, and I will do exactly what Andy is doing. But if you don't want to do it, please don't be scared. I know a lot of people have come to us and said, "Oh my God, I cannot." No. It's an automated system. The system will work for you. But please, even if you are sharing, assure the person, because the person will tell you, "Okay, you are sharing to me. I cannot speak to anybody. I'm not computer genius. I don't go to my spam," because sometimes you tell them to go to their email, they don't even know where to go. Even the list, they'll tell you, "You know what? I don't have time for that. Just tell me if I can see it." Especially I'm talking to our Africans. I know how they are. They want to get much out of nothing. You know, but what I'm saying here is, I'm not saying all. Some want to get all out of nothing. You know, and when they joined ONPASSIVE, the slogan was, "It's all done for you." We understand that. You don't have to do what we are doing. But we are saying here, when they said get ready, even if you go to your meeting house in Africa, we call it Jangi House. You know, when you want to present ONPASSIVE, you must be knowledgeable about ONPASSIVE. By telling the person, though I'm sharing this to you, you know, it will bless you and your family. It's a blessing that is coming to your family. Remember, though we are saying the affiliate position is there, we don't know if it will be there forever. I believe in my heart of hearts it will not be there forever. Nobody will do it forever. But if you ask me, will customers be there forever? I'll tell you 100% yes. But will affiliate position be there forever? I can tell you 50% no, it will not be there. I'm not in ONPASSIVE, I don't work for ONPASSIVE. But look at it this way. You go to a meeting house. We know in Cameroon, we have called, Comfort Obey will be calling Jangi House. And you want to present a business like ONPASSIVE. Even yourself, you don't look presentable. Who will believe you? The people you are even talking to, they will never believe you. Comfort knows what I'm saying. Because they follow you, depend on who you are. Not about money, but the way you carry yourself. People follow your idea. Even if they are going into a pit, they know we trust this person. That's how Africa is. When they trust you to death until you prove them wrong. But the way you carry yourself, you cannot go, you think because you're an ONPASSIVE founder, you think you can just walk anywhere. Africa, I know how it is. Cameroon, they will never believe you. Comfort can come and speak. They believe Comfort. I go, they will never believe me. They'll trust Comfort than me. Depending on how Comfort carry herself, they already trust her. But what I'm saying here is, treat your business as a business. When you are talking about business, be business mind. You know, have that business mindset. Tell them it will work for you. You don't have to do. If you don't want to share, fine. But what I'm telling you, get in before the door shut, because it is a privilege for you to be in. But if you don't want to be in, you live to regret. Ms. Advert told us clear. If you are 40 years old, ONPASSIVE is the only business. You know, because if you are 40 years old, tell me where can you, Well, where do you want to go? Either you go and work, as Warren Buffett said, you work until you die without showing anything. There are people today, I was saying, yes, they are working, they are happy, they are in multi-billion-dollar company making a lot. But ask yourself, they are slaves because they know the day they are kicked out of that business, they lost their mortgage, and they'll bear with me, they lost everything because their money will drop and drop if they don't find a job. Again, especially the same job, you know, everything, their lifestyle drops. So you have become a slave of what you own, but ONPASSIVE is giving you that freedom of what you own. That's how I relate it. A freedom of what you own. Your house is preserved. You are sure of everything, regardless of how much, because you are a business owner. You are running a multi-billion-dollar company on a laptop, on a single workspace. You know, every standalone product is a multi-billion company, from Oatmeal to Oatrim to, though they are free, but if you look at it, and we analyzed it last time, they are multi-billion-dollar company on their own right. So where do you want to go? But you have to treat it. And if you treat it the way you think it should be, ONPASSIVE, the product will treat you. Because not Mr. Ashmore. People shouldn't get up one day and blame. No, it is product treating you, machine working for you. And if you treat machine with disrespect, that machine will not even think about you. If you don't own the product, forget it.
Okay, yeah, sure. I appreciate that, and I think the need for us to do what we need to do while we wait cannot be overemphasized. So, what one thing I've been observing, and I was a bit disturbed. I don't know what I'm using the right words here. People are just all over the place. That I know I said it. I happened to join Omino at just the last minute, about 7 a.m. our time, and I just joined when this guy in India was asking Ash about this question: when do you think we can go live? I said in about 2 weeks. But then he said, I know I'm not allowed to say anything, but this is what this is how much he could say. But then it sounds to some people like it was written on stone, it's engraved on stone, that in 2 weeks or the month of August, we are going to the market, and then we are having our $97 credited into our wallet, and then what else? So I just want us to discuss this. It's like nobody is being pessimistic. We all want this done, but then is that something that we would really like take it to the bank that Ash said so, and we're very sure 100%? Or was he saying that it could be a possibility, Andy?
I think Collins is best suited to answering this based on the fact that he's the software engineer. But we all know that Ash wants this to get there, and they're doing everything they possibly can in the background. Now, personally, if I have to wait another month or another 2 months because it's not perfect, listen, I'm happy to do that. There is no point in going to market with a product that doesn't work the way you say it works. Yeah. Now, everyone knows that we've had the trials, and we're still in trial with OConnect, and it's fantastic. When you go to market, it's going to be absolutely perfect, and that will make ONPASSIVE grow virally, because our product is far superior to what's available on the market today. So if it means waiting just that little bit longer, I have no problem with that. So no, I wouldn't say it's cast in stone, and I'm not going to hold my breath. And again, I don't like using this word hopeful, because it means that it's a possibility. The expectation for us and for everybody is that will happen within 2 weeks. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm just going to use the time I have to prepare still further. That's all. Because every day I add to my lists. Every day.
Exactly, exactly. Collins, why I bring this up because we had a chat in one of the forums, and somebody who says just cautioning that guys beware, be careful. Let's not just take this to heart so that you don't get hurt if it doesn't happen within the month of August. Others felt that people are being negative and stuff. So, do you have any way of looking at it from the technical perspective? Maybe it gives us more understanding so that people should expect the right way.
Yes, Congo, you are right. I know you put up something. Somebody said, "Don't be disrespectful. I'm an African." That is true. Please, I'm not being disrespectful of the Africans. We are all Africans. Me, I'm an African. Maybe I don't know what I can say, but I'm saying about presenting your business when it comes especially to the African community. If you don't present yourself well, how can they trust you? We all come from Africa. If you want to present a multi-billion-dollar company on something that they don't understand, they will never trust you. But your brother can come, your same brother, present that same business, they will trust that person. I've been in a situation in Africa. Let me explain this. Somebody is selling, have a pharmacy, and Comfort, in our Northwest region, this is selling the same drugs. The way this person present, everybody was lining up. And I was standing with my mom. I said, but we have it here. Everybody was going because they believe the one that everyone is going is, can cure you, can do everything. But it was the same medication. So Why don't you go to that pharmacy? So I'm just saying the way you present yourself will draw people to you. And I've always said that always. You can have the same thing, but if you don't present it, package it, they don't see any evidence, they will never come to you.
I think it's all right, Collins. I think you don't need to explain this. It's all right if somebody did not feel happy that you said that. I see with them, and it's okay. Let's just move on. Next time you say it in another way, because I know people who are not African who do worse than Africans.
Yeah.
So let's not make it a debate. It's all right. You already said it, and let's move on, family. It's okay. So I really want you to explain a bit from the technical background.
All right.
Why we should not take it that it's exactly in the month of August, maybe, or exactly in 14 days, we are going to the market. We're having our $97 in credited and all of those.
No, I'm happy when I read that. I was like, Ash have said, and we have said this couple of times a lot, that we cannot put our finger on technology, especially in something that have never been done before. Ash have given us the time. He said within. He didn't say in 2 weeks. He said within 2 weeks. But please let us not hold Ash onto that particular point and say, oh, you said 2 weeks now it's gone and we can't see it, because the time Ash can say something now. Within 2 seconds, the moment he is saying this, behind the scene, things change. They've hit an error, hit an issue. They'll call him and said, oh, Mr. Ash, you know what? This is what has happened. There is nothing. But we've already taken that. Let's just say, all right, we've heard you, our CEO. You're great. We are excited. We will wait because we believe in ONPASSIVE. When it happened that 2 weeks, so be it. Within 2 weeks, so be it. After 2 weeks, so be it. We just have to just be steadfast, believe in what he is doing, because it's something that has never been done before. The money credited and everything. Let us just, believe in what they are doing, because we can see the changes. Remember, we never had any payment. There was no payment method displayed. Now we can see all the payment method, the one that ONPASSIVE is accepting, the one that they have complied with, and the company have agreed for ONPASSIVE to implement it, to integrate it. Because before you see a payment method, the company and ONPASSIVE must have agreed to integrate it into the system. So this is where I can say a step in the right direction. Means that now we can rest assured that all right, we'll be activating very soon, paying in and cashing out, depending on the payment method we have in all the various countries. But then within the 2 weeks, yes, I'm excited. If you tell me I'm not excited, I'll tell you I'm really excited, but I'm excited with a little bit caution because I know it's technology. Yes, I'm so fired up, but I'll tell you you know what? I'm a little bit cautious. But when it happens that day, I'll be over the moon. And even if it happens, Comfort, let me tell you, I'll give a buffer of 3 days. I said, please, the system shouldn't crash. Because
Then
I
exactly.
know how 1.4 million or 3 million now, we're talking about 3 or 4 million, we don't know how many are there,
Right.
will be struggling to activate their account, activate, and the system can just go down and come back up. So my prayer with God, please let the system be stable as we go in and hammer that side to activate, because there will be really much activity within the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, being activating all of those things. So this is the prayer we have to pray for ONPASSIVE, that everything, there's a stability, performance-wise, everything is running smoothly as we go and pay in, ready to cash out. Because cash in and cash out is also performance. The people will say, oh, my computer is slow now. Maybe because of the millions, and because the moment, as Andy said, people will become Einstein, and lots of people will register, become an affiliate, because they want to activate the same day. Maybe we'll have about 3-4 million those who listen, they didn't, because of the what will be happening, transaction that will be happening within ONPASSIVE. So my prayer is within that time, nothing should happen. When we go, I always look 2 or 3 steps ahead of what ONPASSIVE is doing. So what if this happens? What is the mitigation?
Right. I know what you're talking about, and of late I've been thinking, because everybody, to how I feel, every and anybody who needs to know about ONPASSIVE, they do know. Because the number of people who definitely should be waiting at the door just to pop in the moment they say there it is, they might be more than we who are already in. All of those, I think I understand when you say we just need to give it time. Even when it's on the market, we are not prophets of doom. We're just trying to be realistic that a lot of stuff can happen and all of those. So we count with that, and that's the preparedness, right, Andy? It has to go do with both physical and mental preparedness, so that we handle everything all correct. So let's just take a quick last 30 seconds to a minute and give a last remark so that we can go home.
Okay, you guys have said, look, you don't need to do anything. You can let the company do that. I get that, right? I personally would love to be able to retire within the next year.
Yep.
And take things easier. So I'm going to do my level best to find more customers, plain and simple.
Right.
So what I've done is I've written a plan of what I would like to try and achieve each and every day, because that's what you do. You write this, all right, I want 1,000 customers in 6 months. Divide 1,000 by 6. That's how many I need each month, and then divide that by 30. That's how many I need each day. And what you do, one of the tricks that one of the other guys I know used to do was to carry pebbles in his pocket. And every time he spoke to someone, he'd take one of the pebbles out and put it in the other pocket, so that and he wouldn't go home until all the pebbles had been moved from one pocket to the other. Only little pebbles. But it forces you into habit. 21 days, it becomes habit. So the first thing that everybody has to do, no matter whether they're going to get the company to do this or they're going to do this themselves as well as the company, is to find out what's going on, to look in the OES, to play with it. You can't break it, guys, but get prepared. There's my 30 seconds that's turned into 2 minutes.
All right, Collins, I'll give you 13 seconds so that you can make it 17. I don't mind.
Yeah. So I'll just say that let us get prepared, let us not think about the why, if, all of those. Let us leave all of that to the company. They know what they are doing. Mr. Ashbufara understands everything. The tech team, they already know. Let us just concentrate on how much we can, we can get from ONPASSIVE, how we can help others to get in. That's the little things they expect from us. Sharing the business with a lot of people, knowing that time is not on our side. Putting what you can put, understand your own business. Because if you don't understand ONPASSIVE, at least the little way you can, how can you share this this really great business to others. You
Hmm.
cannot, because they will ask you a lot of questions you can't answer, and they'll say, you know what, it's one of those type of business. Let us plug in as much as we can, share these meetings. If you don't know anything, ask. There are a lot of great leaders, not even leaders, those who really understand on passive, has been here. Contact any of them in any forum. They will explain it to you, because at the end of the day, it is your business. It is not Comfort's business, it's not Andy's business, it's your business. And the way you treat it and the understanding of it will give you that potential you want. Everything is there for you, but you just need little understanding how to run that business, and it's all up to you. You either take it and run, or you crawl like this. It's just up to you, because everyone is going to build us a business. Those who are coming now, they still own a business. So let us take it and run away with it. Get a little understanding of it, and you'll be fine.
Exactly. It's easy to collect the near to the ground mangoes, right? Like Marty would put it. Like the ones, all the harvest Andy is talking about, it just these ones that are around you. Just send your hands there and collect them. Because like I used to say when we were doing the presentations, I would tell people like a joke, even now, if you don't tell your wife, your husband, your brother, your sister, I will tell them, and then I get them into my network. And then you are like, oh my God, did you just do that? I say yes, because you didn't, and so I did. Every pace is acceptable. However, if you don't cherish the mangoes around here, down here, because you're waiting for the top of the tree for us to go there, I will harvest the ones around you for you. Simple, guys. I know it's you'll never get enough. Remember that some people are waiting just for you and myself to harvest and then come and give them. That's how it is. However, there's nothing better than freedom on planet Earth. I think we're leaving you now so that we go and digest all the 360 and this one put together. But then, proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Next time, I'm going to say it well without looking. Woo, I'm a good girl. Thank you. All right, family. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. And thanks, you guys. Thanks. See you soon,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
See you.